guys, welcome back to my channel. It is a hot day today. It's like crazy here in the UK. So I apologize that I look really sweaty. But this is me, this is reality, this is what we're gonna have to work with. Anyway, body positivity for me is something I'm massively passionate about and I'm really interested in, and it's something that like I will always talk about. And there's so much more that we can be doing in the world to make a massive difference when it comes to this. So yeah, this is something like I want to specifically touch on. And talk about, and then obviously there's so much more I want to talk about, but this is where we're going to dip our toes in with. So I want to talk about when you have a bad body image day, or sometimes even a week, or what can even feel like a week. Sometimes for me, the majority of the time, if I have a bad body image day, that normally translates into it being 3 or 4 days. It normally never just sticks to being a day. And I have always said this, and I will always remind everybody of this, that the journey to learning to love yourself is a journey that you will go on for your life. You will never just be like fixed, normal, okay? Like, you're gonna have bad days. Just like in normal life, you're gonna have those times where you don't feel great, especially as women. And with all the hormone changes we go through and with dealing with periods, it's definitely never going to be smooth sailing, and you're definitely never going to be fixed. Like, it's something you're always going to have to work on. For me, a bad body image day can come from many different factors. It can come from me feeling bloated, me feeling sluggish, me avoiding my self-care. If I don't move my body a lot, like if I'm just sitting on the sofa a lot and not exercising or dancing or like going just for a walk, I definitely can get inside my own head, and that affects me. And the last one, which could be a bit triggering, but it's like eating. If I don't have a balanced diet, like if I go 2 or 3 days where I know that I've eaten a lot of junk food, it can really affect me. And that's not just me, that is like a fact, that like eating healthy will make you feel good, and eating junk food will make you feel worse. So I definitely know that if I have time, and this happens all the time, like I'm not perfect, sometimes I go through phases where I'm like, it's been like 3 days since I've had some vegetables, like I should probably eat something better. Like, I've had pizza 3 days in a row, because pizza is like the best food in the world, so why wouldn't you eat it 3 days in a row? But I'm just saying, sometimes things like that can really affect my mindset, and that can lead to a bad body image day. And I just want to let you know that it's okay to have these days. Like, it's okay to have these thoughts. Everybody goes through them, and we need to normalize them. And the one thing I want you to take away from this video is, do not beat yourself up for having these thoughts, for having these days, because that's not going to get you anywhere. That's not going to make you feel better. And just know, like, it's okay. I feel like beating yourself up is only in the past ever made me worse. Like, I'll beat myself up and then you spiral. So please do not beat yourself up. I promise you, it's so normal. Nobody is perfect, and you are definitely not alone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a few tips and tricks that have helped me in the past, that I use pretty much every single day to kind of prevent me from having a bad body image day, and to help me when I do. Just these are things that I do every single day on my self-love journey that have worked for me. These might work for you, these may not work for you. So my first one is affirmations and self-talk. I find these are so good for change, if you want like a quick instant mindset change on the spot, and also these work really well long term. So affirmations every day. I will set affirmations about my body. They're really easy to Google. I find them on Pinterest as well. Affirmations such as, you know, I appreciate my body. My body is the interesting thing about me. I'm grateful my body enabled me to do everything I love. Stuff like that. They're really easy to find, like I said. And then I also love to do these in the mirror. This is something I learned from celebrities, body positive celebrities. It's really good to stand in the mirror and point out what you love about yourself. It is so hard in the beginning, so hard to just stand there and look at yourself and be like, try and make your brain say that you love that part of the body that you don't like. but it's so good. I've been doing it for about a month and a half now, and it makes such a difference. I just stand there and I say I love my legs and I'm grateful that they allow me to do what I love, and you know, like I talk about how cellulite is normal, and I just really like not like, give nourish and love and gratitude to that part of the body that I hate. And it gets easier as you go, and you really do start to believe it. Self-talk and affirmations is a great way to change your mental state so that you start believing things that you wouldn't normally believe. So again, self-talk, I just talk myself when I'm having a bad day. I will just literally, like a crazy person, if you think that, talk to myself out loud and just be like, no, it's okay. I know I'm punishing myself right now. I know I'm going through trouble right now, and it's okay. But I am going to choose to go for a walk. I'm going to choose to eat something that I know will make me feel better, specifically nourishing. I choose to, you know, put on some music and have a good dance. I literally just talk to myself and reassure myself and make myself feel okay, that it's okay to have these thoughts. I accept that I've had these thoughts, and now I'm going to move on. It might sound so doolally, and I used to hate doing it, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I sound like an idiot. And I felt like an idiot saying it for ages. But now it just gives you an instant perk. It just makes me feel so much better when I reverse my thoughts and I acknowledge that I'm having bad thoughts and I turn them into positive thoughts. Another massive one is clothes. Clothes are a massive part of how we feel. If you are constantly buying and wearing trends because they are trendy, you are not going to feel confident. You might feel confident in them actually, sorry. And you might love wearing trends, but if you find that you're not comfortable in what you wear and you're only wearing trends, that is why. You're just doing it for the Instagram, you're just doing it for outside approval, but you're not actually making yourself feel good. Wear what makes you feel confident, wear what makes you feel sexy, wear what makes you feel empowered. That's a really big one. So if you have to go and get a suit and a blazer, then go wear that. You know, if you feel like best in a dress, wear that. If you feel best in baggy clothing, wear that. Whatever makes you feel comfortable and confident and sexy, wear that. It can take a while to find your style and find what makes you feel good, but definitely go to changing rooms, go to clothes, experiment with what you think looks best on your body. It took me a while. I used to only ever wear skinny jeans because skinny jeans were what were fashionable, so I used to only wear them, and I didn't really like wearing them, but I just wore it because I thought I had to and I thought they looked good on me. And then I found baggy jeans. I tried them on one day, I thought I'm just going to try them on, and the way I felt when I tried them on was amazing. I felt like I could breathe, I felt really confident, I thought my body looked great, and like, you will never now get me out of baggy trousers, because like if I'm having a bad day, I just put them on and I just feel so good in them, and I feel so confident, and I look at my bum and I look at my legs and I'm like, yeah, like look at that. Clothes do make such a massive difference in how you feel. If you don't follow a trend, it doesn't make you any less popular or any less cool or any less, you know, wearing what actually makes you look amazing and what makes you feel good is so much better than any trend. If the trend, by the way, happens to make you feel confident and sexy, then I mean, that's just even better, isn't it? You actually won't find me now wearing many, if any, trends. Finding a support system is massive. Talking to someone that you trust and that you love is really big. Like, please do reach out and find someone or talk to someone if you're having a really bad day. My boyfriend is my rock, and some of my friends are my rock when it comes to it, and I can just feel so good. I'm like, let's just go for a coffee, let's just go for a walk, get my mind off it. And go and do stuff that makes you feel good. Like, if you can with your friends, say like I'm having a bad day, or your mum or whatever, I'm having a bad day, let's go out and let's go do something that makes you feel good. Like, let's go shopping, or let's go eat, or let's go to the cinema, or, you know, grab your support system, talk them through how you're feeling, and see if they will go do something with you that you love. And that kind of leads us on to self-care. This is a form of self-care, talking to people that you love and going to do things you love. Self-care doesn't have to be sitting in a bath with candles and a face mask. It doesn't have to be necessarily doing skincare. Self-care is whatever makes you feel good. It's giving yourself time, so whether that's going for a walk, reading a book, cooking some food, watching a movie, meditating, yoga, exercise, whatever it is, prioritize self-care. If I don't get time to do self-care, my mood and my mindset is massively impacted, which obviously then impacts everything else in my life, you know, my work and my parenting and my friendships and all that. So do make sure um to practice self-care, whatever it is that you do. If you can do it every single day, do it every single day. If you can't, try and do it 2 or 3 times a week. You're honestly here to make yourself happy, and you're here to do what you want, what you love, do your best. So you need to be looking after you before you can look after anyone else. And honestly, you are a priority. You are important. Like, you need to stop putting yourself on the back burner and treating yourself differently to how you treat everybody else. Avoiding triggers. Now, your trigger could be so many different things, but if you can, avoid anything that's going to trigger you to make you feel negative. So for example, don't follow lots of accounts that are negative. Unfollow all the accounts that are heavily filtered, heavily edited, heavily photoshopped. I do not follow any accounts that are heavily edited or photoshopped or filtered, because I just know it's so unrealistic. And in the past I have looked at it and then looked at myself and beaten myself up and punished myself, and punishing yourself honestly is the worst thing you can do. And getting myself out of punishing myself was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. If you want another video on how I got out of the really bad eating habits and the really bad exercise workouts, then I'll do another video on that. Let me know, but that's for another day because that's a long story. Also, if you want to know how I got interested and started in body positivity as well, then do let me know. So that's just an example of my trigger, but your trigger could be going to certain restaurants, your trigger could be certain foods, it could be certain music, it could be certain TV shows, even it could be certain people. So if you can get rid of and avoid all the triggers in your life that you know are going to do that, it's super healthy and it's so good. And it's a part of boundary. You know, we all have to have boundaries in our lives, and I really believe that boundaries are super important. And lastly, I want you to treat yourself with the same respect, the same kindness, the same love that you treat everyone else. I know you go around telling your friends they're gorgeous, they look great, you love their outfit, and you go commenting fire emojis on Instagram, and you go commenting, you know, like all these amazing things on Facebook and everything. I know you do that, so do it for yourself. Look in the mirror and go, damn, I look good. It's not being cocky, okay? It's not being arrogant. It's actually being confident. It's actually loving yourself, because there are always going to be people in your life that are going to tell you, like, damn, you look good today. Like, so why not tell yourself, damn, you look good today? So yeah, please make sure to always treat yourself with love, with kindness and forgiveness as well. Please do not beat yourself up for having a bad day. It's only going to make it worse. Be kind to yourself, and yeah, I cannot wait to do more body positivity videos in the future. I hope this helps. I hope you took something from this. Let me know in the comments below what you took from this. And I hope you have a beautiful day and a beautiful week.